And welcome to Target Center here as we formally introduce the newest members of the Timberwolves family. Today's press conference has our fans, our season ticket members, our media members joining us virtually, while those of us here at Target Center are safely following COVID-19 protocols. Welcome to those of you joining us on Fox Sports North and NBA TV, those of you listening on 830 WCCO and all across the Timberwolves radio network, and those of you joining us on the Timberwolves social media platforms. Joining us today from the Timberwolves front office are President of Basketball Operations Gerson Rosas and Timberwolves head coach Ryan Saunders. On Wednesday night, they made Anthony Edwards the #1 overall pick in the NBA draft, a 6'5" guard out of Georgia who led all college freshmen in scoring last season, averaging just over 19 points a game. Welcome to Anthony this afternoon. Also with us is Jaden McDaniels. He was selected 28th overall by the Timberwolves. He is a 6'9" forward from the University of Washington, where he averaged 13 points and 6 rebounds a season ago. Welcome to Jaden. Not with us today, but we do want to mention him, Leandro Balmaro, who the Wolves selected with the 23rd overall selection. He is a 6'6" forward who hails from Argentina and plays for Barcelona in Spain's top league as well as in EuroLeague competition. He was scheduled to join us today virtually, but has a game tonight with Barcelona. So welcome to all of you. And before we go any further on our press conference here today, the Timberwolves do want to acknowledge that we are missing a dear friend to the Timberwolves media family, Mr. Sid Hartman, who was a legendary sports journalist and passed away earlier this fall. We were lucky to have him as he was a close and personal friend to many of us in the Timberwolves organization. To begin today's press conference, we'll jump right into some questions from the media. Our first question will come from Chris Hine of the Minneapolis Star-Tribune. And Chris wants to know, Anthony, how it feels to be the number in the NBA draft.
It's a dream come true. I mean, everything I ever worked for, and I'm just happy that these guys gave me a chance and took a chance on my pick, and I'm just ready to work.
Next question will go to Gerson here. How do you envision Anthony fitting in with this team, and what did you like most about him when you were scouting him and making the decision for the #1 pick?
So as we went through this process, we were very thorough, very diligent with all the prospects there up top, but Anthony's talent and abilities, both physically, athletically, really stood out. I think we're at an age where the modern game is at. A wing like him with his versatile potential two-way ability, his ability to score from anywhere on the floor, to attack the basket, to defend at a high level, to rebound. His talents, both on the court in terms of his skill, his physical abilities really stood out. And you're talking about a young man here who's got incredible upside, incredible opportunity to be a very special player in this league. And players like him have had a lot of success in the NBA. This style of wing is really rewarded in the NBA now, and we're excited about fit in our system next to Cat and D'Angelo.
Ryan, John Krasinski of The Athletic wants to know what is going to be the key to getting your new players acclimated so quickly. How do you go through that process?
Yeah, I think they're already getting acclimated. They're two young men who love to work. That's all they've been talking about. When can we get in the gym again? And these guys are hungry like our organization is. They know they have something to prove, like we all do here. So getting them acclimated, we'll continue to communicate with them, on what we expect of them as we move forward, through the Thanksgiving holiday. And we're also, hey, we're in season now. When it comes to conditioning, it's about taking care of your body. It's about doing the right things because the season comes quick here.
Jaden, Dane Moore of SB Nation would like to know what element of your game makes you one of the highest upside players in this draft class?
I would say just my versatility, be able to play multiple positions on the court. I think that's just a big part, and also being able to be a two-way player, just guarding 1 through 4, and then guarding smaller guards as well, and just overall just sticking to the defensive scheme that coach has for us, and just being a team player.
Dawn Mitchell of Fox 9 to Gerson here. Actually, this is to Anthony Edwards. Gerson mentioned you already working out and working towards a commitment on your shot selection and improving offensively. How important is that in your game?
I feel like it's very important. I think the first time they came to see me, my trainer loves mid-range jump shots, and Coach told me, we're gonna minimize those. And I told him, well, let's work on the 3-ball and get to the rim. So I feel like that's the most important thing I've been working on in the gym with my trainer and my friends. We've just been working on me catching and shooting, getting to it off the dribble and getting to the rim, because that's what we want to do here.
Ryan Pierre from Fox 9 wants to know, what was your first impression upon Anthony watching him on film and then meeting him in person?
Yeah. Watching him on film, he's somebody who plays with force. That's something I love. That's something we love in this organization. He attacks the rim. He's somebody who, as he continues to grow and develop, his game he hasn't even scratched the surface of his potential. And as we got to know him more and we were able to talk with him, first off, you notice that he has a zest for life. His smile, he's charismatic. He lights up a room, but he's also somebody when it comes down to it. See, he's smiling now here. Yeah, I know. I made you blush there. He when it comes down to it, he's ready to work, and he's somebody who knows he's got a lot to prove, like all of us do.
Anthony, where does that smile come from? Where does that, what Ryan's talking about here, where does that come from for you?
Just my grandmother and my mother. I feel like that's what they left me here with, just being happy all the time. There's nothing that can tear me down. There's nothing going to bring me too high, too low. I just stay right here and just keep a smile on my face.
Jaden, Dane Moore wants to know about, actually this one's for Gerson. In what ways does the presence of Anthony change the vision for this team offensively?
I think Coach has spoken to it, and Anthony has spoken to it. He touches a lot of the buttons that we value of how we play the game offensively, but also defensively. I think his potential there, and we've talked about it with him. This is a multi-position guy, and just the same way Jaden is. Our ability to switch more, to be creative. We want to play faster, and I think what we've done this offseason is showing that. Our ability to play in the open court. That's where we can unlock these guys, and particularly Anthony's ability to shoot and score from anywhere on the floor, or to make defenders pay by getting to the basket and finish at a high level at the rim or draw fouls. It allows us to continue to grow the offense. It allows, the ability to have a guy like Cat and how he impacts offensively, and then D'Angelo with his playmaking is special. And then you throw in a young guy like Anthony with his ability to impact. We're going to be tough to guard, but if we want to get to where we want to get to, we also have to be able to guard, and that's something that he can help us with long term as well.
Anthony, Darren Wolfson of KSTP would like to know, how close are you with former teammate and St. Paul native Donnell Gresham, and what sort of resource will he be as you move here to the Twin Cities?
My former teammate, Donnell Gresham, I used to call him Uncle because I was a freshman, and I think he was like his 6th year, his 5th year. So I used to call him Uncle. I feel like the most important thing I learned from Donnell was being on time, taking care of your body, just because he was older and he realized those things at a young age. So I feel like that's the most important thing I took from him. But he's going to help me out here because I'm from Atlanta, and I've never been to Minnesota, so I feel like he's an important piece of me coming to Minnesota.
More of SB ways is Anthony Edwards as a player unique when compared to other players Karl Anthony Towns has played with in his career?
Yeah, I mean, he's he's somebody that when he attacks the rim, he's attacking the rim every time to either pull the basket down or get fouled typically. And Karl's played with some very talented players, in his career. But Anthony does that, and that's just ingrained in him. He's been doing that from a young age. And I've said before, he's just scratching the surface of his potential. And we'll continue to work with him, and I know he'll be working every day. And that's not just on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. He can be a big-time defender in this league. He has the physical tools. It's all just about the mindset and working through the details as we move forward.
Jaden, Cal Soderquist of Timberwolves.com wants to know, what was the feeling like when you heard your name called the other night, and what did that mean to you with everything you've been through and trying to get to this moment?
Really, it was just an exciting moment for just me and my family also, I'll say. Just like, it was kind of surreal just hearing my name called, and then just being blessed that Gers and Ryan just took the opportunity on me now just to be here in Minnesota, and now it's just time to build off all the work that I've put in over the years and just continue to get better as a person and a player.
Gerson, Jace Frederick of the St. Paul Pioneer Press Tom Crean has said that Anthony needs the right environment in the NBA. What is your confidence level that you guys can provide that?
You know, to be fair, every young player in this league needs a strong environment and a program in place to help them develop. I think I've said this endlessly, but this is just step one in the process, and we play a big role in terms of step two, and we really believe what we've been able to establish here over the last year with the Minnesota Timberwolves on the court and off the court is going to help not only Anthony and Jaden, but all our young players develop. It's a system that already has an identity. We're adding to the talent base. We're adding to the experience base with vets. And really, we're going to challenge these guys to be not only the best players they can be, but the best people they can be. And that's a big part of who we are. And that'll help them be the best players they can be on the court.
This one is to Gerson and Ryan. A number of media members have asked about what you saw in that workout with Anthony. What stood out about his, just the way he performed and the way he handled things in your interview?
Yeah, I loved his approach. I know we spoke of it, Gerson and myself, on the play at home, but his approach to the workout was a very business-like approach. And that's something you value, especially out of a younger player, somebody who hasn't even been in the NBA. You know, his workmanlike approach was something that it was to the point. You know, you could tell that he wanted to get things done, and he was listening to the coaching as well. But the way he shot the ball well, but also the way he moved, we love what we saw. And for being his age, he's got a great frame, and we know with a lot of work through our medical group, through our performance staff, we'll be able to help him reach his highest potential as he commits himself.
Gerson, same question to you.
Yeah, I would say, you know, just from two different perspectives, getting to know him personally, I think the biggest thing that stood out is you have a genuine young man who's very transparent, very humble, which I appreciated. And, you know, we had a very challenging conversation. And that's something when you're making this pick you have to have with individuals. And I love, you know, how he embraced it. It was a matter of taking responsibility and walking us through the good and the bad and what the future held. And then to be able to translate that and see that in a workout where, I mean, this guy's physical tools are ridiculous. I mean, his strength, his athleticism, his speed, and then you add a skill package there that's only growing. You know, we're talking about a young man who's early for his class in college, and as coach has said, is just scratching the surface of who the player can be. And I think that goes along with Jaden as well. It's, for us at the end of the day, the draft is about finding the best player with the best upside. And fortunately for us, people, and we feel like both of these individuals.
Question in terms of Jaden, what did you see in his game that you like so much?
You know, the reality is the versatility. I think he spoke to it. His ability to play offense and defense at his size. You know, I mean, he's the new generation of forwards. A guy that can play the 3 or the 4, can play make, can shoot. And then defensively, as he said it, he can guard multiple positions. And very young, very early in his development, but the skill, the talent, and the tools that he's shown, those are things you can't coach. And when you have an opportunity to start from there, it gives you a very high upside.
Jaden, John wants to know, what do you think you need to work on the most coming to the NBA?
Well, I really think I need to work on just kind of building out my frame a little bit and getting a lot stronger just to be able to withstand like the bigger fours and the bigger guys in the NBA, and also just overall working on like little things of just, I would say, continue to consistently get your three-point shot right, and also like on the defensive end, learning like how to guard pick and rolls or even like how to show in different situations. So just all learning those things from coaches and as well, just trying to be a sponge as well.
Gerson, Chris Hine of the Minneapolis Star-Tribune has a question about Ricky Rubio and how he would help Anthony grow his game.
You know, I can finally answer the question now, thanks to the NBA, so I appreciate our media being patient. But a big part of it, not only for Anthony, but for Jaden and for all our wings. You know, I put Josh and Jared, all our guys in that mix. There's a certain way we want to play, and that's fast and with an open court. And when you add an elite playmaker to an already elite point guard in D'Angelo, that just means we're going to have the highest level of playmaking on the floor for 48 minutes, in addition to having those guys that can play together. But specifically for Ricky, he's played with other guys that are similar to Anthony early in their development, and that played a big part. I think as we locked in and we knew that Anthony was going to be the #1 pick, we try to set everything up possible to make sure that he's going to be successful. And we feel that Ricky can be a big impact to him, to our wings, to our offensive system, and to our defensive system in terms of how we want to play. And you're talking about a guy who is passionate in Ricky about Minnesota and the Timberwolves, and a guy who's going to be very strong in the locker room.
Ryan, similar question to you from John Krasinski. What role do you see Ricky playing in this with this new look team?
Yeah, what Gerson just said, he's an elite playmaker. You know, we have a core and a young group that will need guidance, and not for any other reason than that it takes time in this league to find your way. And having somebody of Ricky's character, having somebody of Ricky's basketball and NBA knowledge, he'll be able to help these guys along. So we're really looking forward to that. And then, you know, Jaden, you look at a guy like Anthony, what they're already able to do are things that you can't teach with their God-given abilities. Now, as we continue to work with them, we'll be able to hone some of those things in, and also develop other characteristics that they don't even know they have in their game. And that just goes back to having an elite playmaker like Ricky, having an elite point guard like D'Angelo out there, being able to help these guys and maximize them.
Jaden and Anthony, this question is both for you. What's it like joining a team, knowing you're going to be with Karl Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell in particular, two guys that have already kind of proven some things in this league?
I would say just them being two superstars. I feel like it's nothing playing alongside them guys, and I feel like playing with them two, we definitely got a playoff team, finals team. We're going to compete every game, and just, you know, adding J-Mac to it is incredible because we play together at McDaniels. So I feel like it's just everything going to come together.
You know, Ryan was talking about, sorry, Jaden, I'll get to you in a second, just the up-tempo style. Are you excited to kind of push the pace and show what you can do in transition?
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like my rebounding ability is going to help this team a lot because I love to rebound the ball and push, so I feel like I can get the rebound and push and kick it to Cat or kick it to D-Lo or Ricky Rubio or even J-Mac, and we just going to have fun out there.
Jaden, how about you playing with Cat and D-Lo in particular?
I'll say it's just exciting. Play with two superstars, and then just picking up things from them, learning from them. Just like they've been in the league for a bunch of years, so just coming in, just trying to learn from them, like little different tips and tricks like that. And then also even from Ant, just both of us playing high school against each other and on the same McDonald's team, just super excited. Like I can't even explain.
Gerson, a number of people asked kind of about summing up what you were able to do on draft night. How good do you feel about it?
I mean, you know, we were fortunate in the position where we were coming into the draft, and we really, our staff did an unbelievable job of maximizing that night, whether it's making the picks where we finally selected. I mean, we haven't said much about Leandro Balmoro, but he's a player we're very excited to have in our program and in our system. You're talking about a multi-position playmaker who's tough and competes on the defensive end, and unfortunately he's not here with us for good reason because he's playing for Barcelona, but he's another young guy that we're very excited about. And overall, the ability to, you know, at one, knowing what we wanted to do there, executing, and then with our other multiple picks, being able to move multiple times to not only secure a player like Ricky Rubio, but to be able to get Jaden here and to lock in Leandro was a very important and productive night for us. It often doesn't always go like that. Our staff does incredible preparation. Sometimes you don't have the results to show for it, but that was a good night for us. From one on, we were able to execute our plan that night.
Don Mitchell of Fox 9 wants to know, is with Leandro Balmoro touted as the Messi of basketball, first off, is he known as the Messi of basketball?
You got to ask Pablo Prigioni. I know his agent is here. He might confirm or deny, but he's a great playmaker. He's a tough defender, and he's a guy that has risen the ranks there at an impressive rate.
And she also wanted to know about Ricky's maybe influence there.
Hey, you know, at the end of the day, whether it's Spanish, international, Latin, whatever the case may be, we just want the best players from all over the world. And we've got great scouts. We've got great analysts. We're always looking for the best talent wherever they're at, and we'll find them.
Ryan, how about a final thought for you on what you guys were able to accomplish on draft night and looking ahead to probably another busy week?
Yeah, I'm thrilled. I'm ready to get started. And these guys are, you know, they get you going too as a coach. So just being around them, You can probably tell we're all excited to get back competing, playing in front of fans, even if it is virtually or distanced. We're really excited. So that was a great night for us, and we just need to continue to build on that day and continue to win each day.
Well, Ryan and Gerson, thanks to you both, and welcome Anthony and Jaden to the Timberwolves. That'll conclude today's press conference. Thanks to our media members for their questions, to our special guests, and to all of you watching and listening all across Fox Sports North, NBA TV, and the social media platforms of the Timberwolves. Yes, it will be virtually this year with fans not being able to be in the building, but we encourage you to follow the team on Fox Sports North and 830 WCCO all season long. Meanwhile, mask up, stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.